Thank you. We are. I've been informed we're live, and I appreciate that. So, what we have here is a baseball game. We're at Drysdale Field. It's January 31st. University of Alabama in Huntsville is in town to play your Flagler Saints. I'm Bill Topping. It's opening day, and we'll continue this stuff until, I don't know, like the May something with the tournament. It's going to be a long season, but it's a season, and we love this. So far, you've missed 2 runs in the bottom of the second inning. Give you a brief rundown on that. For the Saints score, there's no score in the top of the first and the bottom of the second. Leadoff batter Taylor Schultz singled. He was driven in later. And Caden Kresak reached on an error. So there was 2 in on when Eli Maddox doubled into the right center field gap and drove them both in. That is a quick synopsis of what happened after 1 inning. Saints lead this 2-0. And we're going to do something else here to the screen. What are we doing?
We're a little dark right
Oh, we're getting lighter? I like that. So we'll see what your picture looks like. Now we went darker. Okay.
Keep going. Keep going. Right there. Right, let's go there.
We had some production difficulties, and I'm on the air. I didn't do any broadcasting. If you heard something, it's their fault. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do know that. Yes. Just like 2 minutes ago, I was able to give them a brief rundown on the first inning. We'll pick it up from the top of the second.
That's the best broadcast you did.
Thank you very much. I did a great first inning, but nobody heard it. So let's see if we can do this in a normal pace. Top of the second inning. The first game, somebody before the game said there will be a problem, and we're going to find that guy and whip him. Yeah, the Gremlins, right. It is a beautiful afternoon here in St. Augustine, Florida. That's not unusual this time of year. I'll briefly run down the lineup, take it from the top. Jason Upton leads off for the Chargers. There's a fly ball into shallow right. It's in foul territory. The first baseman, nice catch over there by Davis. I'll run down the defense too, but we'll go over Alabama-Huntsville's lineup first. Sean Lipinski is batting second. Will Knowles is batting third. Brock Butler bats fourth. Jackson Lindsay bats fifth. Presley Walker bats sixth. Batting seventh is the left fielder Caleb Mahan. I'll give you all their defensive positions when they take the field. Brody Bartlett bats eighth, and the shortstop Hugh Wendell. Starting pitcher for the Chargers, Ty Hutto. No balls, 2 strikes on the batter. That is Jackson Lindsay at the plate. There's Brock Butler, who popped out to lead off this inning. Pitching for the Saints is Ben Stubbs. At first base is Trip Davis. The second baseman is Mason Gray. The shortstop, Taylor Schultz, and the third baseman, Peyton Palladino. The outfield from left to right, Tyler McClanahan, A.J. Hunterberg, and Caden Kresak is in right field. Foul ball out of play. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes on the batter. That is a hard hit ball toward the gap in right center. It drops. It does not get to the gap, get to the warning track. Going to play at second. He is out. Nice play by the center fielder as he picked the ball up and got it in. Nice throw. On the mark at second. The tag was made by the second baseman, Mason Gray. And there's 2 outs. There's a nice play out there by AJ. Ball checked up as he was heading for the gap, heading for the wall. The ball checked up in front of him. He turned around and made a good throw. Good pickup, good throw. Nice play. At the plate is Presley Walker. That ball's going to be in shallow right, maybe in foul territory. It is, and it drops harmlessly to the ground. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the first. It's 2-0 Saints at the moment. Pitch up and in, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, struck him out for out number 3. So a single would turn into an out at second, and a strikeout, and a pop-up to the right side, and the side is retired. 1.5 in the books. It's 2-0 Saints. They're coming to bat in the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second inning. Leading off is Trip Davis, the first baseman. Tyler McClanahan, then Mason Gray. First pitch, ball 1. Saints scored 2 in the bottom of the first. The only score so far. Fly ball left field. And it's going to drop for a single. That'll bring up Tyler McClanahan with Mason Gray on deck. Off-speed pitch, got out in front, strike 1. Using a pitch clock this year. Might be able to see that on your screen to the left side of the scoreboard out there.
Haven't gone with the bigger bases yet.
Are we going with bigger bases? Yeah. Got to make eye contact after 8 seconds. That's the other one I like. There's a pop-up into the left center. And J.C. Upton makes the play out there in center. 1 away. Mason Gray steps in, and Taylor Schultz, leadoff batter, on deck. Holding the runner. Swing and a miss, strike one. At the end of the bat, foul first base side.
Who's the coach in the third base box?
The new coach in the third base side.
No, he's in the dugout. It says Lionel is the third base coach. I saw Mason looking in the dugout. I'm like, oh, Greg's in the dugout.
Yeah, things have changed. Dave Barnett is retired. His mom didn't come to the game. I felt lost. Hope she's doing well. I don't know that. I haven't heard. I bet she's watching. If she's not doing anything else, I bet she's watching. Greg Williams is the new coach. Coached at Embry-Riddle for a while. Where was he, John? Where was he last? I know you told me. Where? Valdosta State. Yeah. So that's kind of a short walk from here.
Not too bad.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Runner at first.
I'll have to tell you a story between innings.
Lindsay holds him on over there. That pitch is just off the plate inside. Full count. From the stretch, the payoff. Ground ball towards short. The shortstop was heading for second, and the ball gets through for a base hit. Wendell had already headed for second base, and it got right behind him. So runners at first and second for the Saints here in the bottom of the second. And Taylor Schultz, the leadoff for the Saints, steps in. Davis now at second, Gray at first. First pitch, strike one. Sun starting to set here on Drysdale Field. Pitch low and away, count even at 1. Scorebot's working in the. Wasn't sure that was up. Foul ball right into the bullpen. Into the Flagler bullpen on the right field side. Time that ball hit the ground out there. Gray was almost a third. 1-2 count. Another one going to right. Another one going to get into the bullpen. Yes, it does. Schultz singled and scored in the first. Hunterberg on deck. Count 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on a breaking ball. 2 down. So that will bring up A.J. Hunterberg. A.J. 0 for 1. That was strikeout number 2 for the pitcher. Don't have a pronunciation guide on his name. I'm going to guess it's Hunto or Huto, Hutto. Pop up, shallow. Second baseman calling for it, and he makes the play. That's out number 3. 2 runners stranded, no run score here in the bottom of the second after 2 complete. Saints 2, Chargers 0. This is Flagler College Baseball. Top of the third inning. First pitch, foul ball. At the plate is Caleb Mahan. One ball and 2 strikes now. Ben Stubbs, left-hander, starter on the mound. Ground ball towards second. Mason Grayfields cleanly throws to first, and there's 1 away. That'll bring up Brody Bartlett with Hugh Wendell on deck. Bartlett, the second baseman, Wendell, the shortstop. First pitch to Bartlett is called, strike 1. Foul ball. Count 0-2. Off-speed pitch misses, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a one-hopper to the third baseman. Palladino throws the first, 2 away. Wendell fouls off the first pitch. Sun's casting some long shadows out there right now. Pitch is inside, low.
Third base, shortstop, outfield, no Buster.
Just inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, he did. No, 2-1. I'm sorry. It's 2-1. Three and a bun. So he walked him. So runner at first now with 2 outs. And that brings up Chase Upton. Back to the top of the order for the Chargers.
They started, I think when I was in high school. I remember the first year they had it, they played University of Maine in high school. It was like 11-1 and 12-0. It was awful. Yeah, I don't know why they started. But you look now, Arizona State has an ice hockey team. So, no, it's hard. There's one. They almost shut it down.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Because they've been struggling for a number of years. The league that they're in got kind of folded because Big Ten took over their ice hockey teams.
Sean Lipinski's on deck. From the stretch, checks the runner, throws to first. One pitch, foul ball left side, not a play. Top of the first, 2-0 Saints. Scored 2 in the bottom of the first inning. Heading for the gap, and right center drops for a single. Ball took an odd hop. There's going to be a play at the plate. I think he's safe, and he is. Hustle play there to score on that ball to the outfield. Hunterberg made a decent play on the ball, knocked it down. It took an odd hop, though, as Kresak picked it up and threw it in. And a play at the plate. Scores the first run for the Chargers here in the top of the third. That is a single and a run batted in. Went to second on a throw home, so first base hit for the Chargers. Ball's chopped toward the pitcher. Stubbs makes the play, and that's out number 3. So a runner stranded, but a run scores here in the top of the third inning. After 2.5, it's Chargers 1, Saints 2. Saints coming to bat. This is Flagler College Baseball. Jesse Sullivan will lead things off here for the Saints in the bottom of the third. They lead 2-1. And the lights are on here at Drysdale Field. At least what's left of them. They're missing 2 or 3 in right field there. Fly ball to left. Drifting toward the line. And makes the play. That'll bring up Caden Kresak with 1 out. First pitch, strike 1. Kresak reached on an air and scored in the first inning. And he drives one into right field for a base hit. And he's going to second. And there's going to be a play at second. And he slides and he's safe. Throw was off the line. And that was a hustle double. That'll bring up Eli Maddox, the DH. Eli had a 2-run double in the first inning. And loops this one toward right. Walker there to make the play. And Kresak tags up and moves to third with 2 outs. That brings up Peyton Palladino. That pitch apparently hit him on the left arm. I couldn't see that, but the umpire called it immediately. So 2 away, runner at first and third. That brings up Trip Davis. Trip singled in the second inning. Throw over to first. Got to be careful throwing to first. You never know, especially with the runner at third. Nice looking breaking ball there. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. The 0-2 pitch from the stretch. Missed outside. Ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball towards second. Gets through. Base hit. That'll score a run. And it'll put runners at first and third. So Davis singles, drives in a run. Kresak scores, and Palladino goes to third. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs, and a ball just looping in. That's going to score a run. It's going to drop into left field. It does. Palladino comes in to score. McClanahan singles. He is now 1 for 2. Also has an RBI. That'll bring up Mason Gray, who's singled in the second inning. He's 1 for 1. And now we have a visit at the mound.
Turn the light on down there by Chase. The light switch. It is the light switch. This one? Yep. Perfect, thank you.
And let there be light in here, too. Only took 3 guys to turn the light on. So Mason Gray steps in with runners at first and second and 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Takes the first pitch low, ball 1. Saints have a double here. Oh, boy, that should be easier to say than that. Saints have a double header here tomorrow. First game is at 1 p.m. Two balls and a strike. Then they go to St. Leo for 3. And then one at Florida Tech over in on the East Coast. Excuse me. That's ball foul, bunted foul. Next home game is against Eckerd, 14th of February.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah, Valentine's Day. Fastball outside, and it's a full count. Yeah, right. That would be a good one. John said the game on the 14th. We need a florist for a sponsor. That'd be a nice tie-in. Give out a rose to all the moms and girlfriends that come in. Ooh, he thought he walked, but the umpire said he struck out. So the side is retired with 2 runs stranded, but 2-run score here in the bottom of the third inning after 3 complete. Chargers 1, Saints 4. This is Flagler College baseball from beautiful Drysdale Field in beautiful Will Knowles, the catcher, will lead it off here in the top of the fourth inning for the Chargers. And the first pitch is a hard hit ground ball into left field. Got through the gap. Base hit. Knowles is 1 for 2 now. That brings up Brock Butler with Jackson Lindsay on deck. Butler is 0 for 1. Swings at the first pitch and drives it deep into right field, right up against old Maximo out there on the wall. Alligator Farm, one of our sponsors, paid to paint that mural out there. It's pretty cool, actually. Pretty sure it's the only one in the country. Anybody else got a 60-foot crocodile on their wall, John? No? Well, that's true. I guess a lot of people don't have a need for that.
You think we're the crocodiles?
Yeah. They could swap him for the costume that the guy wears when he walks around here. 1 ball and no strikes. That is a foul ball into the net. Lindsay is 1 for 1. Singled, but he got thrown out at second, trying to stretch 1 into a 2. Pitch is low and outside. It's 2-1. Two balls, 2 strikes now. Struck him out. Strike. One on. Throw over to first. Popped him up. Going to be who calls for it? Hunterberg, the center fielder, makes the catch. Side is retired, and no run score in the top of the fourth. 3.5 in the books, and it's 4-1 Saints. This is Flagler College baseball. Taylor Schultz, shortstop, will start things off in the bottom of the fourth inning for the Saints. Saints lead 4-1. They have 4 runs on 7 hits. The Chargers have 1 run and 3 hits. First pitch is high, ball 1. Taylor is 1 for 2. A single and a run scored in the first. Pitch low, 3-0. Started for the Chargers, Ty Hutto, H-U-T-T-O. Hutto is still in the game, and he issues a leadoff walk to Schultz. That'll bring up A.J. Hunterberg. He is 0 for 2. Runner breaks for second. Schultz is safe. Two for 2 in stolen bases to start the season.
That might be a Flagler record.
He's got and it's a perfect record. Might be a Flagler record, John said. And it could be. And he's going to go for third. The throw down, a one-hopper. He is safe at third. Now we got a chance for my favorite play, John. The old suicide squeeze. That's what I mean. But I want it. I want a suicide squeeze. That's how I want to score him. Anybody can steal home. Whoa. Pay attention. A couple years ago, I was doing a tournament, the A-Sun tournament, and somebody missed a sign. A guy came running from third on a hit and run. Trying to get him in on a bunt, and he drilled him right in the chest with a ball. That's going to be deep. It's going to be just foul down the line, left field. Yeah, the runner got drilled right in the chest on a line drive. Fortunately, he wasn't that close, but it still hit him hard.
I've seen stuff like that happen, close to being hit.
That's the only one I've seen, the 2,000 ball games I've done. Ooh, swing and a miss. It ball's on the carpet. The throw down to first. Got the batter at first. So there's one away. So Hunterberg is out on the strikeout, throw him out. That'll bring up Jesse Sullivan with one away. Jesse is 0 for 2. High fastball, swing and a miss, strike 1. That ball is popped way up in the air. Straight away center field. Upton makes the catch. Tag from third, and he is safe. So Schultz. So that's run number 5 for the Saints. And that'll bring up Caden Kresak. Foul ball, 0-2 the count. Another fly ball shallow. Does he? That one hopped. No, he said it didn't one hop. He had a better look than I did. Umpire called him out because it. That'll teach me to try to write something down and look at the game at the same time. Side is retired. It's 5-1 Saints after 4. This is Flagler College baseball. Top of inning 5. A bunt. A good one. Got him by a step. That was a nice bunt. Killed that thing right in front of the plate. Good play by Sullivan to make the throw, too. That brings up Brody Bartlett. And then Hugh Wendell on deck. Bartlett swings at the first pitch and fouls it off right side. Strike 1. Pitch is inside. Ooh, big cut. Full count. Ground ball. Nicely done by Gray. Right side. 2 away. That'll bring up Hugh Wendell in the 9 spot. And that'll bring Upton on deck. Strike 1. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning. Saints lead at 5-1. Ground ball towards short. Schultz fields, 2 hops, throws the first, and the side is retired. 3 up and 3 down inning for the Chargers. Pitcher Ben Stubbs retires 3 in a row, and the Saints will come to bat in the bottom of the 5th inning, leading 5-1. This is Flagler College baseball. New pitcher for the Chargers, Jacob Peters, number 6 in your program. Peters, a right-hander, senior from Helena, Georgia. Or no, excuse me. I'm sorry. It's Helena, Alabama. Transferred from Lawson State Community College to University of Alabama-Huntsville. He'll get some extra warm-up pitches. Eli Maddox at the plate leading it off for the Saints here in the bottom of the 5th. Fouls off the first 2. Peyton Palladino on deck. And Trip Davis. That ball is hit high in the air towards center field, shallow center. And it finally came down as Upton makes the catch out there in center. 1 away.
For me, it helps. When you have changes, like softball, I'll know where you have pinch hitters and stuff like that. Matt does it without, you're tempting fate if like the laptop goes down. Yeah. Then you lose everything. I'm essentially writing down everything that happens. So, okay. I gotta take a look down in the press box.
Pitch low and away, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is grounded towards second. Couple of hops. Bartlett Fields throws to first. And there's 2 outs. That brings up Trip Davis. Trip is 2 for 2 with an RBI. Single in the second and the third, drove in a run in the 3rd inning. Pop that one up out of play. Almost said up and away. One ball, 2 strikes. That pitch is just over the head. Fair ball. Right side, right line, right field line. The way that ball was moving, I thought Shore was going foul. It dropped just fair inside the line. And a 2-out base hit. So the left fielder, Tyler McClanahan, will step in with 2 outs and a runner at first.
If that was a wooden bat.
I think John and I were just talking about the wooden bat metal bat difference. I think major leaguers should use metal bats. Oh, he made a play. He stayed with it. Look up into this light sky sometimes, and the ball just disappears. But the second baseman, Bartlett, made a nice play there, and the side is retired. St. Strand won, but they do not score in the bottom of the fifth inning. But they lead at 5-1 after 5. This is Saints baseball. What it is, 20-something.
Oh, there we go. We're back on.
Were we off there momentarily?
Yep.
We were off momentarily. Nothing happened. You didn't miss anything. Monetarily, no. Maybe if we had more monetarily, we'd be less times would be off momentarily.
So, Blake, we gotta have to.
Who we got? Who's the new pitcher?
You can go ahead and make the change. What number is he? 224.
Ethan Bobo is the new pitcher, number 24 in your program. He's a senior, right-hander.
So, if this guy gets on by base on balls, you have to delete the sub and then put him out of the next pitcher. But only if he wants. If he gets on, any other way, it's Bobo.
So catching interference.
That's
Bobo.
That's why I have this. That's why I have this here. Not, the NCAA rule book doesn't have that. That's the major league rule.
So if this was an 0-2 count, then this would have been then there would have been like a stub strike.
It's an 0-2 count. The official score shall charge the batter and the action of that batter to the lead. So if he struck out on an 0-2 count, he go to Bobo. Even though he threw one pitch. And they won the pitch. That's why this is here. And the big gun coaches and changes in the middle of it.
So we're going to get back underway here with a 2-0 count on Lipinskis. Called strike one. Runner at first. Upton, who walked.
No, I'm not doing lacrosse. I'm only doing baseball. I do not announce anywhere else unless I have to.
2-1 pitch is a called strike two. Holding the runner at first. From the stretch. 2-2 pitch is a one-hopper foul first base side.
Getting weird, man. I don't think anybody missed it. Nobody's in it.
2-2. Ball chopped foul. Count remains 2-2. Fly ball. Right field. More of a line drive, really, and they're going to try and get the by at first. That's a nice pick by Tripp over there, Tripp Davis at first, because that was a short hop in front of the runner. So the runner's back safely, but there's one away.
Now batting the catcher, number 8, Will Knowles.
That brings up Will Knowles.
Florida State fan.
Yeah, notice the pronunciation guide says like the Seminoles.
But yeah, Bob was fine. He had walked it, but you hear the jokes coming out of there's more inches of snow at Florida State than winds.
Ooh, that's a lot. That's a deep shot, John. That's pretty deep, buddy.
Oh, I knew you'd.
I get a kick out of those Florida State jokes.
Hey, but it will change.
That ball is low and away. Oh, and believe me, in college sports, everything changes on a constant basis. There's no set deal in college sports anymore, or that never was really. My good buddy Dave, we worked together for about 6 years at Stetson. He used to say there's no such thing as a safe lead in college baseball. And base hit right field. And almost always he was correct. Runners at first and third. That was a sharply hit ball into right. That'll bring up Brock Butler with Knowles on first with a single. Upton has moved to third.
Rugburn?
Now batting the DH, number 4, Brock Butler.
Butler is 0 for 4 in the game. Jackson Lindsay on deck.
He's playing center. 14.
First pitch, strike one.
So it's Flagler.
I can't see who's on left field.
A two-hopper to third, throw to second. That's one. Throw to first. Got him. Double play ends the inning. No run score here in the top of the 6th inning. That'll bring up the Saints in the bottom of the 6th. Their lead 5-1. This is Flagler College Baseball. Bottom of the sixth inning, Mason Gray will lead it off for the Saints. Taylor Schultz on deck. Two balls, no strikes. Jacob Peters on the mound, second pitch of the night for the Chargers. Pitch is outside, it's 3-0.
Bottom of the sixth.
So that's how you correct a lineup issue.
Strike one, 3-1.
Because the substitution we did for Hunterberg at the beginning, we just deleted it. And so what you just need to go back in at that same point is do a lineup fix. You just hit L. And then you go down, put Hunterberg in left field. And put Fitzgerald in the left fielder spot.
So a strikeout for the first out here in the bottom of the sixth inning. And that'll bring up Taylor Schultz, top of the order for the Saints. Ground ball towards short, throw to first, 2 away. So A.J. Hunterberg, who moved from center to left, will bat next with 2 outs. One zero pitches outside. Nope, called a strike. It's 1-1. Pitch catches the inside part of the plate, apparently, and it's 1-2.
Got the black.
Yep, got to black.
There is black out there.
Yeah, there is.
Covered by the
Carpet, it blends into the carpet, yeah. You probably can't hear him. I'm talking to John. I'm not talking to myself. I mean, I do talk to myself, but not in this case. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Full count. That's headed for the gap. It's awfully high in the air. The right fielder is drifting that way, and Walker makes the catch. So the side is retired, and no run score in the bottom of the sixth. But after 6 complete, it's 1 run, 4 hits, and an error by the Chargers. And for the Saints, it's 5 runs on 8 hits and no errors. This is Flagler College Baseball. Jackson Lindsay will lead things off in the top of the 7th inning for the Chargers. First pitch, strike one. Ethan Bobo on the mound, second pitcher of the night for the Saints. That is a one-hopper into the left field there as it gets through the gap between short and third. That'll bring up Presley Walker. Caleb Mahan on deck. Caleb Mahan on deck. Lindsay at first, now 2 for 2. A couple of singles. I'm sorry, 2 for 3. Walker is 0 for 2. First pitch, strike one. Woo, got a piece of it. Sullivan held on. And there's one away.
Now batting left fielder number 2, Caleb Mahan.
That brings up Caleb Mahan with Brody Bartlett on deck. Hold the runner at first. Foul ball. Working from the stretch. And the 0-1 pitch is 2-hopper, 3-hopper to the shortstop. Schultz throws to first, 2 away.
Now batting second baseman number 1, Brody Bartlett.
That will bring up Brody Bartlett with 2 outs and a runner at second.
He really didn't have a choice.
That pitch is chopped foul, and it's 0-2. Fly ball to right. And on the run, making the catch out there is Caden Kresak. Side is retired, one runner stranded. No run score in the top of the seventh. 6.5 complete. Saints lead 5-1. This is Flagler College baseball. Bottom of inning number 7. Flagler leads at 5-1. Jesse Sullivan at the plate. First pitch, strike 1. Swings at this one and fouls it off. It's 0-2. Jesse had a sacrifice fly RBI in the 4th. He is 0 for 2. So a strikeout for out number 1. Coming up, Caden Kresak. First pitch, strike 1. That's a hard hit ball. He gets through into right field for a base hit for Caden. Reached on air and scored in the 1st. Doubled and scored in the 3rd. Now he has a single. A couple 2-hit nights so far for Caden Kresak. Couple of runs scored. Eli Maddox at the plate. Throw over to first. Yeah, bingo night tonight. It was bingo night at the park here tonight. Off-speed pitch for strike 1. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2.
He's got a big enough lead at first base, and he'll just go.
Pitch low and away. 3-1. Runner breaks, foul ball.
The second game will be tomorrow will be the most interesting one. Everything happening. It's usually when they have the best pitcher out
Full count. Runner breaks for second. May go to third. Kresak heading that way. Single into right. Puts runners at the corners. So that'll bring up Peyton Palladino. Runners at first and third with one out. Peyton was hit by a pitch in the third and scored, but he is 0 for 2 otherwise. Shows bunt. That's foul. Strike one. No action in the Saints bullpen. A couple guys standing around down there watching the game, but nobody's warming up. I think they're trying to figure out what to do on a bunt and a wheel play by the infield and a couple other strategic moves. Because it's the infield and the pitcher out there, no coach. 0-1 count on the batter with one out. Runners at the corners. And we got a pinch runner at first. So that'll bring George Gilson into the game as a runner for the DH.
He stays as a pinch runner until his spot comes up. Then that's when we change him to a DH.
So Gilson is a pinch runner.
Right now he's just a pinch runner. But if he comes up to hit, and that time he comes up.
Technically, he's not a DH until he gets a chance to bat, even though he takes the place of the DH as a pinch runner.
219 the attendance.
Put that in your scorecard. Hope you're not keeping score at home. 0-1 count. Oh, it's a beauty. That's going to score a run. Nicely done. Nicely done. That is a base hit. That's a sac bunt turned into a base hit. What are you scoring at, Johnny? It's a base hit. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I had. Okay, we agree. Runners at first and second now with one out. Run number 6 across for the Saints. 3 consecutive singles. Last one a bunt single. Hit by a pitch. So Trip Davis got drilled, and he's going to first. The bases are loaded. Davis having a good night. Had an RBI, a couple of singles. I'm sorry, he had 3 singles.
And so now we get a pitching change.
And I believe, well, we got a pitcher, we got a coach on the mound. I don't know if we're going to get a pitching change or not. Well, there's nobody warming up in the bullpens, so I'm going to guess unless it's a position player, we're not having a pitching change.
You never know.
But I was just going to say, John, I have been wrong before. Nope, no change. There's been one visit. So the home plate umpire says there's been one visit, John. Did you see that one visit?
Nope. I didn't say anything.
He held up one finger and pointed at you. I'm not sure what that meant. Maybe I'm wrong. It might not have meant that. Fitzgerald, the batter. Bryce came in as a substitute a couple innings ago. Fouled that pitch off. Came in as a defensive substitution a couple of innings back. Fouls that pitch into the net. That pitch is a called strike right down the middle, 1-2. Whew, that's a big cut, strike 3. And we're getting a pinch hitter. Carson Page, freshman. Carson Page, the freshman from Valdosta, Georgia, Loudness High School.
He's at Georgia Tech last semester.
He was at Georgia Tech last semester. He did not play for them. He was just there at school. Was he just wandering around the school? No, come on, John.
He actually played for Team USA, the 15 and under team.
15 and under Team USA member. Pretty good ball player then, for sure. Gets his first at bat here at Flagler. Hit him. Hit him on the arm, and it drives in a run. Gets the RBI the hard way. That'll bring up top of the order Taylor Schultz here in the 7th inning.
I'm just hoping these are all straight subs. There's only one.
Bases remain loaded, and that pitch is fouled into the net. 0-2. Taylor scored a couple times. Scored in the first and the fourth. Cole stole a couple of bases. That was in the fourth. That pitch is hit very high in the air into shallow right field, and it is caught out there by the right fielder Walker. So the side is retired, 3 runners stranded, but 2 runs score, and the Saints are up 7-1 after 7. This is Flagler College Baseball. Hugh Wendell at the plate, shortstop. Batting in the 9 slot for the Chargers. Walked and scored in the 3rd. Swings at that pitch and fouls it off. It's 1-2. There's a foul ball, right side. Ethan Bobo on the mound, second pitcher of the night for the Saints. The 1-2 pitch is a slow grounder toward third. Palladino makes the play, and there's one away. That'll bring up the top of the order, Jace Upton. And Shaw Lipinskis on deck. Carson Page stayed in the game to play second after he pinch hit for Mason Gray. Fly ball, out of play, and to the bullpen there for the Chargers. There's nobody in there warming up, so. Count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch. That pitch is fouled off. Third base side, out of play. I'm parked down the right field side too, but it'd take a pretty good shot to get the ball over there, especially from a left-handed batter. Could happen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch. That was a beauty, but it didn't catch the plate, and it's 2-2. Two pitch gets away. Full count. In the top of the 8th inning, Saints lead at 7-1. Bobo delivers, and a swing and a miss. Struck him out on a full count. That'll bring up Lipinskis. So Lipinskis steps in with 2 outs and no runners on. That is a shortstop, got a glove on it, but it's a base hit. It was in the hole, and he couldn't have made the play if he'd have come up with it. Of course, I'm assuming that's a bit. John Bain, is that a base hit? Okay, it's a base hit.
He's not Derek Jeter.
Showed pretty good range to get to that. Not yet. He's got the number, but he's not there yet. John said he wasn't Derek Jeter. He wears number 2, so. Tell you what, watching him steal bases in the 4th, that didn't look like Jeter either. Holy cow, kid can fly. Excuse me, that young man. That is a very high fly ball into very deep left field, all the way to the wall and reaching up and making the catch at the wall in front of the Sonny's Barbecue sign. Nicely done. Hunterberg over there in left makes that play as deep as it can go without going out of here. And the side is retired. 8 innings. Excuse me, bottom of the 8th coming up. Saints lead at 7-1. That's a nice play. I thought it was gone. A.J. Hunterberg will lead things off after making a really nice play in left field just a moment ago. Bottom of the 8th inning, Saints lead 7-1. That pitch is fouled off, first pitch. A.J. is 0 for 4, so he's due. That pitch is fouled straight back, and it's 0-2. Struck him out. Called third strike. That'll bring up Jesse Sullivan. Jesse is 0 for 3. He has a sacrifice fly RBI in the 4th. First pitch, ball 1. Found that straight back. That pitch is fouled off even over the bullpen right field. Page on deck. That pitch fouled off. Carson Page is on deck. That pitch is driven toward the gap. And did he catch that? No. He did not catch it. He got his glove on it, but that turned that into a double. That was a heck of an effort by the center fielder out there, Upton. He laid out, but he got his glove on it, could not catch it. That's the part of the field gets a little dark out there. I can't really see that well. Neither can anybody else for that matter. Just kind of watch the players and look for the ball. So that has scored a double. Caden Kresak at the plate. I said Carson Page, and I got him in the wrong spot on my lineup here. First game. I apologize.
Turn the page.
Well, I would turn a page, but I only have one page. Yeah, I got it. I ignored it.
My dad joke.
Yeah. That is a... Whoa, it's off the end of the glove. The second baseman was there to make the play, but the ball went right over his glove. I think he tipped it as it went into center field. That scored an E4. The runners at first and second now with one out. I think we're going to get another pinch hitter. Looks like number 34 comes out of the dugout. Justin Haskins, yeah. If he's getting a bat, so I'm figuring he's going to bat. Yes. Okay.
So he becomes the DH.
So he becomes the DH. Gilson was Gilson was a pinch runner, but not a DH, and now Haskins comes in as the DH.
Technically, he's still a pitcher. You're technically-
First pitch outside, ball one. Palladino on deck for the here in the eighth. That pitch is high. Throw a pitch is low and inside, 3-0.
That's what he hit.
Walked him on 4 pitches. So Haskins draws the walk in a pinch hit appearance. So Palladino will step in. Peyton hit by a pitch in the third and scored. He also singled in the seventh. He is 1 for 3. We're going to get another pinch runner. I don't know what we're doing here. Okay, yes, it's a pinch runner is going in for Haskins at first. Luke Dodona.
Former scoreboard person.
So the base is loaded. One ball, one strike, one out. That is a foul ball. Just outside the line at first. One-two count. Pitch outside, 2-2. Mentioned earlier, doubleheader tomorrow. First game is at 1 p.m. That pitch is hit into the gap, in right center, and it drops, and it's going to score a couple. And it does. It scores two. So Palladino drives in two with a double. It's now 9-1 Saints with one out here in the bottom of the eighth inning. We do have someone warming in the Charger bullpen now. Yeah, Kresak reached on an error, so that's an unearned run. Sullivan was earned. He doubled and scored.
Pitching change. For the win, we do the red lights. Let's wait a few seconds. That's two, yeah. I've been visiting mound visits today. Good.
So we're gonna get a new pitcher, number 12, it appears. That is Peyton Lemons. Not sure how to pronounce it. It's Lemons, Lemons. So a new pitcher, he'll get some warm-up pitches. We'll be back.
Columbia on this team. Must have gone down there and play ice hockey and figured might as well just play baseball. Too dark.
But you got to put in ice rink. Yeah. John was just telling me that University of Alabama in Huntsville has a Division I hockey team. I haven't verified that, but I kind of believe him.
I remember one of their first games that they
That's got to be the only hockey team in Alabama, right? I mean, college.
lost like 11-1.
Yeah. Didn't they have one in Arizona State or something one time?
They're really good.
Oh, but they're good.
They're really good.
Oh, okay. I don't really follow non-traditional college hockey. I'm thinking Michigan State, Boston. Hockey team in Alabama. I'll be darned.
They almost folded, but they kept it alive.
0-1 is low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. New pitcher Peyton Lemons, swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Peyton is a senior from Gadsden, Alabama. There's a ball, 2 hops to the third baseman. Taps his glove, throws to first. Nice stretch over there at first to get the batter. But one run does score on the RBI infield ground out. That'll bring up Bryce Fitzgerald as Davis drives in a run with the ground out. So there's 2 away. 3, and that first pitch is swung on, and that's foul. Man, it's up almost out of the lights. That was up there. Saints have scored 3 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. One pitch, down and away. Strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Swing and a miss. Side retired. Runner stranded, but 3 runs scored to make it 10-1 Flagler after 8. This is Flagler College baseball. So pinch hitter lead things off for the Chargers. Number 15 in your program, Ramey Harrison, senior. Swings at the first pitch and pops it straight up in the air. Palladino calls for it, makes the play. 1 away.
No, that's not Payne Palladino. That's number 40.
Oh, you're right. There's been a change, and I didn't see that either. Jacob Reeves is playing third now, not Palladino. He just came in as a defensive replacement. First pitch, strike 1.
All right, so Palladino has been replaced at third base on number 40.
Connor Wilson at the plate, number 45. Oh, and 2.
And this is
Wilson is a pinch hitter. Did he go for it? No, he did not, according to the first base umpire. One ball, two strikes. Connor Wilson. Foul ball. Big fly, but foul down the right field line.
Who's playing third?
Is Jacob Reeves, number 40.
One ball, two strikes. Bobo delivers, swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
And he actually got the foul out.
And another pinch hitter, number 17 in your program, J.C. Wilburn.
Batting number 17, J.C. Wilburn.
With 2 outs. Infield and outfield straight away, 1 out. Will seal the victory for the Saints. First pitch called strike.
No, this is
Ethan Bobo, second
Wilburn, number 17.
pitcher of the game, will get a save for this. But pitch is low, 1-1, if he can close the game out. It's 10-1 Saints. That is a hard hit ball. One hopper to the second baseman, Page, who flips the first, and that's the ball game. 1 run, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Chargers. 10 runs on 13 hits for your Saints. Game 1 of the season is in the books, and the Saints are 1-0. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Doubleheader tomorrow starting at 1 p.m. Not sure who'll do the broadcast. It won't be me. But thanks for listening. That's, I believe it's the 10th opening game for me here with Flagler, and I appreciate him letting me do this kind of thing. Once again, thanks for tuning in, folks. Flagler wins 10-1.